So we wandered up the street from where we're staying, and we came to this little ramen shop. That's what it looks like in here. And we've got some dumplings, and they're pretty good. But the ramen is unbelievable. It's really, really just incredible. And I am sure we will be back here because I am very happy about what I'm eating. And another thing that is a little peculiar here is this guy here comes out of this, and it looks like tea, but it tastes like coffee. I'm not sure, can't do the math on that.
Right now we're hanging out at the Tobacco and Salt Museum in Tokyo. It's not really sure why we came other than the fact that there's a tobacco and salt museum. Right now we're looking at like old carton containers and like the different names that they all had and stuff like that, like really old ones, like things I've never ever heard of. And hopefully we're gonna get some free cigarettes at the end. That's what I'm hoping for. Sadly, we did not get free cigarettes. I'm pretty disappointed, but since they sell them in vending machines, I think we'll be alright. Alright, so we're hanging out in Tokyo still, and we're in an area that is called Love Hotel Hill. And love hotels are basically places that you rent for like 90 minutes, a couple hours. You can stay in them for pretty cheap from what we're seeing, but people basically just come here to have sex. And we've read that like you can stay in like fantasy rooms that are like a dungeon or stuff like that. So we're walking around seeing what we can find, and maybe we'll find one suitable. So this is a typical love hotel. There are ones that are a little more discreet, but this one is not discreet. It's big and shiny. We turned the street and we were like, that's where we're walking. These are the prices. We haven't really figured out what that all means yet. They usually have like pictures that'll show you like what's going on in the rooms and what rooms you can get, and they'll have a screen and it'll light up like what rooms are still available. We've already gone into this place and found out there are no rooms available, so there's a lot of people getting it on in this place. I don't know what that thing is saying. Okay, so this is the screen that shows you the rooms that are available. So whatever is lit up is still available. So you could enjoy this lovely room, or this lovely room, or if your favorite color is blue, or if your favorite color is orange. And we don't know exactly what's going on there, but they have a costume collection, so I'm assuming that they're telling you you can dress up like whatever you want. I don't know if in our videos we have professed our love for Indian food, but oh god, we love Indian food. The naan, which is this bread right here, is as long as my arm almost. I'm so happy right now. We've come over to, I don't know the geography of this area, so I have no idea where we are, but we took a train to get here, and we're going to the National Museum of Emerging Science and Technology or something like that. So hopefully we find some fun stuff to do in there, and it isn't lame like some other ones we've been to.
So in typical Japanese fashion, what we've got is some more robots. And these are the creepiest things I've ever seen. You're supposed to talk into this, and then they're supposed to react, I guess based on your voice. But I'm sure my voice isn't doing the right tones for them to understand. But they're really creepy. Look at this thing. Robot, 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 robot. Robot, 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 robot. I am frightened. Okay, so this big thing is basically explaining how binary systems work and how data is transmitted. And as you can see, there's white balls and black balls, one for a 0, one for a 1, obviously. And then it's just, 8 by 8 and all that nonsense, and it turns it into a message. And you can send a message, like select what letters you want it to say, and then it shoots them around, and then they come out like at the other side so that people can read the message, because it'll display it right here. And it's just seems like a really complicated way to explain how the internet functions. But it's Japan for sure. These little games are showing different input methods. You can see she's pulling on reins of a horse, and a horse is running, and there's a steering wheel. And this guy's got a joystick for his UFO. And this guy's got a coffee mug for his coffee mug. Not really sure. And then this is a little keyboard for the keyboard. Again, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense either. And you can draw shapes on this electronic board here. This thing looks cooler than it is. It's really just projecting it from up here and then mirror and then down onto this board. So you can see my hand covers up the light. Okay, so what's going on here is this little robot is got some cameras on it, and you can see up on the screen these people are all in this room and they're seeing what the robot sees in 3D. And this guy is just doing things like screwing with them, like putting like a stuffed seal in front of it. And you can see what the robot and what they are seeing there. And it looks like what they're sitting in is moving. So we're gonna go check this out in just a minute. I'm not sure if they're controlling the movement of the robot or what's doing that, but that should be interesting. And then over here they've got another robot and it's hooked up to some PlayStation controllers. And these girls are just moving it around, but it doesn't look all that exciting. I've seen a couple people use it and it just kind of does that.
That girl was admiring your height.
Must do.
This machine right here has a ball in it, and he is going to shoot it into that thing over there, and maybe it'll catch it. So here we go. Ah. I think it's flicking you off. Yes! The bathroom doors at this lotteria are a little bit different. They slide. And then you go into this dome-shaped room to use the bathroom. And again, futuristic toilets.
So this is the Toyota City Showcase, and I don't have any idea what's in here, but it's gonna be cars, I suppose. Let's do it. I'm on the wrong side of the car.
So here at Toyota Mega Web, you can get into all the cars that they have sitting out, and they've got a whole bunch of little exhibits. So we're gonna go and play with all of them and see what all of these little compartments do, and probably break stuff.
We're going to be learning about VDIM, which is Vehicle Dynamics Integrated Management. It's basically just like anti-lock brake systems and traction control and things of that nature. But they put you in one of these pods here, and you get to drive for 2 minutes with it off, and then she turns it on. You get to drive with 2 minutes with it on to see the difference. And yeah, fun. What we have here is the ugliest car in the world. Let's get a look inside. What's important to note.
Don't miss the Southwestern decor.
Yeah, the Southwestern decor is just something to be had. And look at these buttons. Look how rancid all this stuff just looks. It's just horribly hideous. And then there's this feature.
I'm working out. Getting buff.
Here's an interesting idea. The front door opens kind of like a minivan. So we're in a brand new Lexus in Japan, and they still have a mini disc player built into this car. This is like a supreme feature. What's going on with that, Japan? That ain't right. Here's a bit of a weird thing. You see this black fellow over here. He was here last time we were in this neighborhood. And it appears that these stores, maybe he owns it or his, the family owns it or something, but that just doesn't seem accurate. It seems more like that the stores are paying black guys that sell hip-hop style clothes to stand out front and just stand there and be what they are. And this isn't the only place I've seen this. I've seen it in other places. So that's a weird job right there. This is a Russian Orthodox church that is, for some reason, in Tokyo. Apparently some Russian guy lived here and built it. And it's really out of place and really kind of interesting looking. In a continuation on my series I'd like to call Parking in Japan. This is a different type of paid parking I don't think I've covered. As you can see, that this little thing here is like this. You back over it and this little piece comes up and stops it from the car going forward until you come over here and pay the man in your parking bot paying device, where you just punch in your yen and hit whatever number you're parked in and it releases your automobile. How Japanese does this look? This is like a CVS, but whoa!